Hello, welcome back to our Learn Macros Now course. Free videos, free tutorials for you. Okay, we're gonna start this site doing everything free, and then we're gonna see what happens then. On this course, on this video, I'm gonna teach you a few more tricks on our introduction to macros. I know I should have made a plan and show you what we do in our class here in Brazil that I've been teaching for more than 8 years. But I wanted to start, and then I'll come back and I'll make you work, get all the classes, all the program of the course, and make everything works. Okay. On the last example, we've made a macro to record our name on the cell A1. Okay, this time we're gonna do the same thing, but a little bit more difficult. So I'm gonna click on Developer tab, and I'm gonna say Record the macro, and I'm gonna leave as it is, and I'm gonna click on cell B2. I'm gonna write my name on it. So I'm recording this. I'm gonna click back on B2. I'm going to my initial tab, and I'm gonna set the fill a yellow. I'm gonna set the color, the font to red, and I also am gonna set some borders. So I'm gonna set this border here. It's gonna be a top border, bottom border, left and right borders. Okay, so this is it. Let me click on some cell that you can see that I wrote my name on B2. I changed the font, the fill, and the borders. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this macro now. I'm gonna go back to my developers tab, and I'm gonna click stop, and I'm gonna see this macro here on my VBE. This is something that I wanted to teach you. First, split your window. You need to see the Excel and also the VBE. For those who forgot how to access the VBE, just click Alt F11 or go to Developers tab and click Visual Basic. Okay. When I look at the macro that I just recorded, you're gonna see a lot of code, and the first thing that I'm gonna tell you is that don't get in panic. Don't freak out. I'm gonna teach you how to go through those codes. Okay. So the step that you need to do is to first split your window into two. And then you're gonna press somewhere here inside this macro, and you're gonna click F8 to start the step-by-step procedure. And by clicking F8, he's gonna highlight the code that he's gonna make. You see, and then you're gonna execute this code with F8 and look at your Excel and see what's going on. First, I'm gonna erase here. I'm gonna erase this, what I did. So we can see this macro doing all over again. So the first thing it does is click, and it execute this first code, which is selecting B2. And then he's gonna say, he's gonna write a formula, which is not really a formula, it's just text, and say my name. And then I'm gonna click on B2, and I have a block here that starts with and ends with and with, you know. This is a block of properties. So he's gonna read these properties, and he's gonna set some properties for a certain property that this cell have. For example, this cell has a interior selection. So he's gonna set some properties for this. He's gonna say, oh, the color is the pattern is solid, and the color index is automatic, and the color is 65535. That's the yellow. If you change this, you're gonna see another color. You can try this later. But the yellow that we chose was this color here. So when I run this, when I click F8 on here, and I look at Excel, you see that the cell now is yellow. There's no tint and shades, and there's no pattern on the tint and shades. Okay? So that was the first block of properties regarding the interior of the selection. And now I'm gonna go for another block of properties. So I need to see these blocks all together. And now I'm working with the font. So I'm gonna click here, and I just set the font to red. So this color here This number here represents the color red, okay? And tint and shade is none. Now I have another, the last thing we did, let me just close this because I need more space to see, was the borders, okay? A cell, a group of cells can have, do you know how many borders a group of cells can have? They can have 8 type of borders. Imagine these 4 cells here. I have a top border, a bottom border, I have a left border, I have a right border, I have an inside horizontal border, I have an inside vertical border, and I also have a diagonal up border and diagonal down border. So what he's been doing here, say the diagonal down is none, and then he's going to say diagonal up is none too, and then he's going to set up the properties for the border left. So this block here in blue is the block that's going to set the borders for the left. So I'm going to click back on my cell that I was working, and I'm going to run this, and you're going to see that I have now a left border. Okay, then I'm going to run another block of code which is setting my borders to top, and then I can run this, and if I press another cell I can see I have now my left border and my top border. And if I continue doing this, I'm going to have the bottom border and the right border, okay? And after this, he's saying there is no inside vertical border, so it's set to none. XL means XL none, so that's what it does. And he's saying also that there is no horizontal inside border, so he's setting to none. It is impossible to have a horizontal inside or a vertical inside on a single cell, but if I were choosing 4 cells, I could have a horizontal vertical and a horizontal inside horizontal and inside vertical. Okay, so this is the next example we've been doing. This is also an example from our book. And this is, I'm just teaching you right now how to record a macro and go through the codes. And after this, I'm going to teach you guys how to do some advanced things with programming. Okay? Thank you very much for listening, and be sure to subscribe our channel on YouTube and our site to receive more videos, to receive promotions, and be a part of our community. And if you have a doubt, you're welcome to post your doubt on our sites, and I'm going to help you with your Excel, because the goal here is for you to learn macros, and I'm going to help you to do this. Thank you very much. See you next time.